welcome to the Mustache Podcast tutorial. I'm going to show you how to cast on toe-up socks using double point needles. This isn't the best method, but a lot of people have interest in learning this because, well, they already have double point needles and they don't want to invest in two circs, and they find magic loop to be too fiddly. So it's an option. I've got my ball of yarn and I've got my set of double points, and I'm going to start with two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold two of them in my right hand. I'm going to take my ball of yarn, and here's my tail, and I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it over the top needle. Now keep in mind, this is my tail end going off the top, and this is the working yarn coming through the middle of the needles. Now let me just pull out a little slack and get this working yarn out of the way. Tail yarn coming off the top, working yarn between the two. I'm going to use my finger and hold that in place. Now I'm going to take my other hand and I'm going to slide them in this way. So pinch your fingers together like a bird beak, put them through the yarn, hold it with your fingers here, like that. And just open up your fingers to allow tension. Let me do that again. I've got my working yarn here on the bottom. My tail is up here at the top. Put my fingers like a bird beak, go through, grab them, and open up my fingers to add a little tension. Now I'm going to put my stitches on. I'm going to start by putting on the bottom one first and then the top one. Finger does the bottom, top is the thumb. Because I put the yarn, I'm holding it here on the top needle, I'm going to start with the bottom needle. So that's my finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my hand and go from the bottom and through the middle. Then the thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Over the bottom and through the middle. Thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Finger goes over the bottom and through the middle. Now let me just straighten out these needles and let's see how many stitches we have. We have 3 on each. So now thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Finger over the bottom, through the middle. Through the middle and over the top with the thumb. Finger goes over the bottom and through the middle. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 5. Let's do one more. Thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Finger goes over the bottom and through the middle. So now I have 2, 4, 6. For a toe up, you'd probably want 8 to 10. So let's just go ahead and put on a couple more stitches. Thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Finger goes over the bottom and through the middle. Thumb goes through the middle and over the top. Finger goes over the bottom and through the middle. So now we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so now we are going to turn our work 180 degrees. Here's our tail, here's our working yarn. We're going to take the tail and we're just going to lay it over just to tuck it in and secure it. Now we take our working yarn and let's start knitting the stitches on the needle. We're going to start with the top needle. I'm going to slide this bottom one forward just slightly so I don't slip the stitches off, and that one back. Now I'm going to pick up another needle and I'm going to stick it in and start knitting these stitches. Now this is fiddly because these are on tight. I'll try to stay on camera, but they are really fiddly. Okay, one side done. Now for the next side, I am going to knit the stitches and add in another needle. You can add in a second needle on the first side also, and that actually makes it quite a bit easier. Okay, now let me pick up my next needle. And the last stitch. So now you can see that we are in the round. We have a seam right there, and we can continue knitting.